And we're live. Look at that. I see us. People can hear us. It's a great day.
And people should take note that the correct title is in the stream.
Yes, the correct title. I should have paid closer attention to that email I just opened, and I could say thank you to the appropriate person.
You know who you are. You know what you did.
Instance and
Yeah.
thank nobody in particular.
Yes. Anyway,
Thank
welcome.
you, Chief.
Thank you, buddy. Welcome to the show. We're here to continue on Crypt of the Devil Lich. We're on the third and final level of this brutal dungeon. You might notice that Joe is here because sadly Dan couldn't make it. So Joe has kindly volunteered to step in, and Joe's got a new character that he'll be playing. And you might also notice that Jake is not playing Levi because Levi died last session. Instead, Jake is playing Dan's character, Grimgar.
So Joe is taking over for me, not for Dan.
There was a 2 minutes of silence before we looted your dead body. That was the respect.
Very
that
respectful.
was the respect.
Yeah.
Levi, oh no.
Are you going to?
What about that quiver though? Man, that holds a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, if I remember right, I was going to try and pick that quiver up.
Absolutely. Just throw all the boomerangs and stuff out of it and just be like, gold. Lovely.
There you go. There you go.
Use the boomerangs to shovel gold into it.
That's the trick. That's the trick.
Get your knife back that you gave to him earlier.
Oh, that's right. I threw a knife at, or did I give you a knife to use? Yeah.
Yeah. You had like done something to it, poisoned it or something.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, Crypt of the Devil Lich. I'm Chuck, Defenders of Kobold. You can catch us over on our channel, twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. But let's do some introductions of our players and who they're playing, and then we'll get into it. So let's start off. Order the overlay. Bert, you're up first.
Hey, I'm Bert. My own channel is twitch.tv/Steam Steal Murder. Do some goodness there. But tonight I'm playing the Beefcake Barbarian Bjorn.
Very cool.
Who runs around mostly nude because he keeps falling into traps that just destroy his clothing.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you could just take Levi's pants at this point.
He could, but will he?
I still like the idea of using Silas's. Well, they're not
all
pants,
the skins that have been dropping from the clones.
Yeah, right now he's just got like a pants made of belt and
a barbarian wearing
snake
skin tight pants.
I think I'm wearing coiled chains around my waist now that dangle just so.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the snakeskin pants, and you're basically a biker gang all in one guy.
There you go.
Nice.
Next up, we've got our fresh face to the stream, Joe. Joe, who the heck are you, and who are you going to be playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Joe, and I am playing Van Ralavali, the Abjuration Wizard that I am definitely not still finishing up building. But yeah.
Very cool, yeah. So,
It'll be fun.
Joe's character is going to be the real oddball, because Van Rel's a thinking kind of person instead of a smashing kind of person, so...
What's this
He's
thinking
used to being
business?
around smashing kind of persons. All of his helping spells don't really need their consent, so...
As long as he thinks about smashing, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. All right, over on the other side, up top, there's an Eddie.
I'm an Eddie. I am playing the Knight. He's a variant feral tiefling, rogue assassin, Batman type character. Somewhere along the lines, my assassinating ass somehow find a sword that really wants to kill things even more than I do.
Yeah.
So who knows how that's going to go? Because
Great.
this thing's bloodthirsty.
Yes, it is.
And I call it Lucy.
Lucy is very thirsty.
Lucy's very thirsty.
All right. Moving on down, we got us a Jake.
I'm Jake. I'm also with the Defenders of Cobalt, and tonight I'll be playing Dan, which is to say Dan's character Grimgar, as Dan could not make it tonight, who you can also catch on the Defenders of Cobalt.
I think I was going to do, initially I was going to name Jake as Dan as Grimgar, but
It just would have been all.
forgot that. Yeah, it would have been real hard to read.
That, and if he's playing Jake as Dan, he inherits Dan's bad luck rolls, and we don't want
No,
that.
no,
want
no, no, no,
that,
no. I'm
no.
using my dice.
Yeah,
No, wait, no, actually, you know what? I'm not using my dice. The last time I used them, I died.
that's true.
But he's playing Dan, so Jake can't be blamed for the bad rolls.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just really a raw deal for Dan because he's not even here to defend himself when he rolls
Yeah.
poorly.
Yeah, Dan said, please don't kill my character without me. So I think we kind of are going to have to.
After we kill the Devil Lich, because Dan dies in the end.
Okay, we can handle that.
Yeah. Okay.
Last but not least, hiding there in the bottom corner. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm going to be playing Silas. I am a neutral, hungry Yonti Echo Knight who very bravely sends forth clones to fight in my stead.
It's been insanely handy.
It's a useful class.
Yeah.
He can trip traps. He can scout ahead. He can make pants. I mean, there's all sorts of things.
It's really the pants that do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
it's the
thankful for
wearing.
the pants.
It's the wearing you that gets a little weird.
And I would like to point out that Grimgar's Feast of Heroes is still in play.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Joe's character.
Oh no.
The what?
Grimgar has been activating Feast of Heroes at the start of each day. So everyone else in the party is immune to poison.
Ah.
So avoid poison, Joe.
Is it magical poison?
It's varying.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay.
We've just ignored it because we kept eating that feast.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's fine.
last session we picked up with the knight running into this room full of gold. In fact, let me give that description again. As you crack open the door to this chamber, the sight of gold temporarily overwhelms your eyes. Golden coins, crowns, trinkets, and bejeweled objects completely fill the room. In the center of this 60 by 60 foot room is the largest pile of gold, a mountain of coins that reaches about halfway up to the 30-foot high ceiling. So this 15-foot tall pile of gold. Several objects twinkle with illumination in the dimly lit chamber. Now, just beyond this massive mountain of coins, hanging on the opposite wall are 5 great swords, all identical in appearance. Each is in a plain platinum scabbard, sword point oriented down. There appears to be faint inscription etched into the wall above the blades, but it's difficult to discern without closer inspection. Along the east wall rests a small stone table, its surface covered in several clay figurines, each about a half-foot tall. And so that's where we're going to pick up. The knight, you are in that room along with your imp. Meat Suit has figured out where the final pit trap in that hallway is, meaning the rest of you can now safely enter into the gold room. So I'll let you all pick up here. Someone's moving everyone.
Yeah, what the heck?
You've got everything selected. If you click on another tool or something,
I clicked on Grimgar and then it zoomed me over to the knight.
that's exciting.
There.
So I'm gonna come over to this rack with the swords in it while everybody's joining me.
So it's not an actual rack with swords. I put that there just so I wouldn't forget it. These swords are all kind of affixed to the wall. 5 swords, sword point down. There's some form of etching above it, but it's so faint and worn out that you can't make it out.
Okay. At the wall where the swords are located, while everybody else is catching up, I'll go ahead and pull Lucy out and just say, hey, give these things a whiff and let me know which one of these we should maybe not mess with, or if there's anything funky going on here. I'm not going to pick one of them up. I like you the best. But maybe let one of the other guys know which one they can grab.
It looks, and they're like, they've all got some kind of magical effect going on. It's weak.
Nothing exotic and spicy that you can tell?
No, but you might want to turn around.
All right, so I turn around.
And as the rest of you are entering the room, and as the knight turns around...
Hold on, Chuck. Yeah? I did not enter the room because I want to take a good look at the door that goes into this room first. Not trusting it, I want to rip it off its hinges so that it won't close us in there.
100%. You are strong enough that you don't even have to roll. You grab this thing, bear down with all your might, and just rip the door off, and it falls into the pit.
Nice.
Team meat, thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you all see, this giant pile of gold start to form together and kind of start sucking up, and it's getting taller. You see this giant thing of gold kind of sprouts arms, and its base separates into legs. As you're looking at what's essentially a giant gold coin golem. On the base of on the floor, what was once underneath this pile of coin, you see a figure, a Azamar robed-looking wizard drop out of all the coins. And this is the introduction of Joe's character. We
Hello.
could spend some time talking, or we could spend some time fighting. As this thing starts lumbering towards the knight.
Well, Joe's character is obviously the mage that's making this thing move, so geek the mage first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill Clothy. Okay. So initiative.
Spit some coins out of my mouth.
Who rolled for my imp?
Someone did. I'm removing that. 'Cause your imp's going to go on your turn. It might have been Jake.
Nothing like fumbling initiative.
Oh, that hurts. And Joe, let me get you.
God,
added
for
in
having
there.
such a ridiculously good, dexterity, I really roll crap on initiative.
All right, so I need to click that, and then Joe needs to roll. Very cool. We'll begin with Vanrel. As you're finally freed from this giant mound of coins, your party initially fought with this giant coin golem. They all fled, leaving you trapped behind, caught under the weight of this giant pile.
Okay. Let's see. And so I see everyone else in the room. Then
Silas, did you move in, or are you hanging out back?
Right now, I just have the meat suit in there.
Okay, so yeah, technically you don't see Silas, but you do see Silas's meat suit. So
It looks kind of hollow.
Okay.
It's like it's the skin of a big lizard man, but it's hollow enough you can recognize it's not an actual person.
sure. Would this thing be considered a monster?
no,
No. Or a creature,
no.
I guess.
You're smart enough to know that a giant thing like this would be considered a construct.
Okay. Well. Oh, I can do shatter on it.
Sure.
Let's do that. Shatter. Let's do that at... I'll just start at second level.
Okay.
cast that. How do I do that through?
So if you just go to your spell book and you find Shatter, you can hover over it and the picture will turn into a little D20 icon. Just click that.
Okay.
And I want to re-import your character real quick to get all the changes you made, but you can still go ahead and click on Shatter.
Okay. Might need to change
Oh.
browsers because it's real slow to load for me. Yeah. Here, I'll roll it in Beyond. Actually, it's 3d8. I'll just roll it out and it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And it has disadvantage because it's made out of inorganic material.
Okay. Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, so it's not going to pass, but let's roll that. Yep, it pulls a 9.
All right. Do this. $17 damage.
Okay.
And with that, I'm not in engaged range with it, right?
Right, you're just outside of its
Okay.
reach.
Cool. I'll spend my movement to get over to like closer towards the mass of people on the right side of the room.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, that kicks us over to Grimgar.
All right. I think I'm going to cast Death Ward on Bjorn. So for the next, let's see. Oh gosh, where did I have it here? So for the next 8 hours, the first time you drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you instead drop to 1 hit point, and the spell ends.
Okay.
Or if you're instead subjected to an effect that would kill you instantaneously without dealing damage, instead that effect is negated, and then the spell ends.
That is good to have. All right, so Bjorn, you got some protection on you. And it's also your turn.
Well, big man of the room needs to be cut down to size, so I will rage, charge in, attack with my hammer.
There you go.
Gold's malleable, right? Hammer should work well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dent them coins.
All right, so, oh boy. Okay. Sorry, every time this goes on, I gotta find the stuff in the sheet. So here's my Warhammer.
That is
Attack
definitely a
29.
hit.
Legend 19. Ooh. Okay, now it is hit by the lightning
Okay.
for another 9 points of damage. It can save for half.
All right. What kind of save is that? Dexterity or con?
I think it's a con save.
Got a dirty 20.
Okay, so half.
Okay.
And it needs to save or be knocked to the ground, and that is a dex.
Dexterity save. It is prone.
That's my first attack.
Wow.
And now that it's prone, hammer to the face.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you, since it's prone, you will have advantage on this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So first roll's 19. And I guess just click it again. I don't know how to do advantage
just roll
otherwise.
me a d20.
Just roll d20, okay.
Your natural roll was a 2. Okay, so yeah, it took that up into, what, 27? Something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah. So yeah, 16 points of damage.
Okay. I think my lightning stuff only happens on the first
the
attack,
first.
so I guess we'll stop there.
All right. The knight.
Woo! All right. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Oh. You know, since it's prone,
Yeah.
I think I'll go ahead and just run in with my imp. My imp will go ahead and go invisible.
All right.
So that's what he's going to do. But what I'm going to do is attack with my dagger.
Cool. And this thing is prone, so you'll have advantage. You rolled a 13, so just give me another d20. Pretty much we're seeing if you're going to get a crit on this.
There's a 15.
You increased it by a couple points.
All right, so 27 for the roll. And
that's 24 damage.
Yes, and 14 of that. Let's see, 1d4, 5d4. Yeah, 14 of that 24 is going to be necrotic. So
Okay.
I imagine that's probably less useful against this.
Doesn't seem to affect it any more or any less than the rest of your damage.
Okay. Then attack number 2.
Sure.
The exact same thing. I'll go ahead and roll my second d20. Same thing, 15. Why that's rolling as my imp, I don't know.
Okay. And what was that? Your second attack?
Yeah, that's my second attack, so another 25 damage.
Okay.
And then let's see here. I will take I'll use my cunning action to use my bonus
Okay.
to take the hide action.
Cool. All right. You move back, kind of hide behind some of the piles of gold on the ground. You want to go ahead and give me that stealth?
Yep.
And then after you, okay,
26.
Is the golem. It's big, it's kind of slow, unwieldy, so it's going to have to use all of its movement to stand up. That's going to mean that Bjorn is the only one in range. So it'll make 2 big fist attacks against Bjorn.
So did it stand up already?
It did stand up, yeah. So 29 to hit against you for 17 damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack, only 12 to hit. So
I'm going to use a reaction to prevent up to 35 damage.
okay, so Bjorn, you didn't take any damage.
Your fists are nothing against my hammer. That kind of hurt.
Silas, you're up.
Hey, that thing looks like it hits hard, so I will bravely send forth the meat suit in my stead.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and heck at it. Yeah, I'll put him there. Make him a potential target.
15 is a miss.
Okay. We'll attack 2.
20's a hit.
Okay.
22 damage. Okay.
And then attack 3.
Oh, yeah. Another solid hit. Okay. This
All right,
thing's
that's
looking real rough. We pass back up to the top to Vanrel.
All right. I am going to cast. Let's see how many people this affects. I'll cast Blur on someone that's up in the front.
Okay. Bjorn's up in melee.
Oh wait, that only applies to me. Never mind. I'm just gonna throw a cantrip at it then. So I'll just do a firebolt at it.
Cool.
Yep.
Does it need to save on that? You should be able to.
No, that's just an attack. Where are
Cantrips under spellbook.
cantrips?
I went ahead and clicked it. Holy crap.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no, we can.
there you go.
Both of those are hits. How are you dealing? 6d10 fire on a cantrip?
Yep.
You slay the thing. Just, it melts down into the ground as this giant pile of just molten gold. Everyone kind of jumps back out of the way. But it's as this golem dies, you see those 5 swords on the wall start to glow. And you watch as they all rotate from tip down, going to tip up, pointing up. And that inscription that was there before that was really hard to read lights up. Let me find the right picture. Go. And that's kind of what it looks like. And the inscription reads, now this is Infernal, but enough of you speak Infernal. We're not going to play the translation game. We can figure it out. It says,
I think Jake was the only one who did, and he died.
Well, your imp
I
should
mean,
be
besides
able to,
me
so.
and my imp, of course.
well,
Yeah.
but still,
I think it's literally just my imp and I.
okay. Well, still, we've got people who can easily translate. So it
I
says,
can translate.
and I'll put this.
Unless he lies to us.
Yeah,
Good point.
I'll put this. In.
Says, jump into the molten gold, and the fortune you will behold.
So yeah, next to last lies what ye seek, the soul of the eternal queen, ruler of darkness, lady of pain, wicked mistress of all obscene, shard of life may bring death, 'tis simple to vanquish the fiend. Seek eternity's covenant over night's death. Know ye what all this means? And so yeah, those swords are now floating there, point up, glowing a little bit, while pointing up at the words.
I'm going to need somebody smarter than me to tell me what's going on here. But here's what it says, and I just relay all that to everybody.
Sure.
Next to last, they're numbered 1 through 5. Maybe it wants us to deal with sword number 4.
Sounds reasonable.
So do you go up and grab sword number 4?
I want to use my mage hand to grab it
Sure.
and see what happens if it grabs it.
You grab sword number 4, and your mage hand is able to pull the sword out of the scabbard. As all of the other swords also drop out of the scabbard and start floating towards you, ready to attack.
Oh,
Oh no.
Bye, new guy.
did you say they formed like a swarm of swords flying at me?
It's 5 individual swords. And now we're back in initiative.
Oh no.
Painful great swords.
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
Well,
Hey, I finally rolled high.
there you go.
Fantastic.
How long was that in between encounters? I need to know whether I'm still raged or not.
Just it was pretty much like just a minute or so. How long does your
Probably.
rage? Yeah.
Well, you can end at any time. So I think once
You
those
might be-
swords, I probably am still good because I get to choose when it ends now.
Yeah.
Cool.
And with those swords going up, it still looked like a threat. So if you're cool with that,
I am cool
I mean,
with that.
okay.
Yeah. All right. So the first sword. Let's see.
Duplicated all my spells when it re-imported.
Ooh, lucky you. Yep, the first
It
sword.
duplicated everything.
Oh, that sucks. You're gonna have a fun time clearing out duplicates.
I don't actually even know how to do that.
On your character sheet, you see the little green lock in the kind of along the right side, right underneath charisma.
Oh yeah.
Click that.
There we go.
Yep, and then you can clear stuff
Okay.
out. But
I will start doing that.
this first sword is going to. Let me double check. Is it 2 or 3? 2. It's going to make 2 slashing attacks against you, Joe.
Okay.
And it did real bad. Does an 7 or an 8 hit you?
Nope.
All right. The next one. Let's see. I got 3 good targets there. Yep. It's going after you as well, Joe. I'm going to guess that 21's a hit.
It is.
And you take 13 damage.
Ow. Okay. I get to negate 3 of that.
Okay. Silas, you're up.
Okay. Well, I don't know who this person is, but I saw them melt the construct, so it seems like the proper thing to do is to help out. So I will actually move myself into the room so I can maintain line of sight.
Okay.
And then you said the ceiling's pretty high in here, right?
Yeah, it's 30 feet up. 30.
I'm gonna
yeah.
put meat suit here on the screen, but I'm actually sitting him like where he's like above
Joe. Okay.
Joe. And I will stab down at the one at the bottom.
Cool. All right. Make that attack.
All right.
13's a hit.
Oh, that's lucky.
24 damage. Not enough to drop it.
Okay. Well, I will go again. Oh, not lucky on the dice. That's
Nope.
okay. I'm assuming 10 misses.
10 is a miss.
Okay. Well, attack number 3. Oh, 13 hits, hopefully. I think it did.
13 is a hit. You shatter this sword.
Awesome. And since I managed to kill something, I'll use Great Weapon Mastery to make my bonus action over to the one to the left.
Very cool. Oh, that was 15. 15 hits. All right.
Okay. That's it for me.
Cool. All right. This one's going to go up to Bjorn. And that's going to make 2 slashes against Bjorn. A 19. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, I have
All
an
right.
18, so the 19 hits.
That's 17 slashing damage, but you're raging, so it should be halved.
Really?
I think so. You get
Mm-hmm.
damage resistance while raging.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then this one. Oh, I'm going to move it here. With you being above Joe, you are slightly out of its reach. There, Jeremy. So it's going to make 2 slashes against Joe. An 18 and a 19. Do those hit you, Joe?
Yes.
Okay. So 20 damage from that.
Ow.
I'll use a reaction to smack it out of spite for doing so.
Sure, go ahead. 23 is a hit for 22 damage. All right, the knight.
Alrighty. Let's see here. I am still hiding, so I'm going to try and hit this one right here.
Sure.
And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and throw my dagger at it. Would this, well, it's a sword. It can't really be surprised.
Right.
So, however, it hasn't yet taken a turn in combat, so I believe I get advantage on that.
Okay.
Slash roll. No, 21.
Okay.
To
Yeah,
hit.
that's a hit. 21 damage. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Does it just roll it twice? Is that what it does?
I haven't looked at that. I think it's just the way the knife's programmed in.
Because it wasn't doing that originally. ID4621.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like it's programmed in two different ways, like the order of the bonuses. And so
Yeah.
it's rolling it twice instead of just rolling once.
I've just been
Anyway.
going off the top one. That's,
Cool.
All right.
I will use my bonus action to summon my knife back to my hand.
Cool.
And then I will go ahead and throw it a second time.
Okay. That
24.
destroys that knife. Or that sword.
Fantastic.
All right. 2 swords down. And it is now Bjorn's turn.
All right, I got one sword in front of me, right?
That is correct.
Rawr. Okay, first strike.
25's a hit.
So 18 points of damage plus, if it takes lightning damage, 15
Okay.
can save for half.
Nope. It takes all 15.
And I don't know if it's possible to knock it to the ground, but it can make a save for that.
Might as well. There. And then it needs a dex save. It is clattered to the ground prone.
Okay, second action, I smash it with my hammer again.
Oh my
Cool.
god.
16 points
You
of damage.
shatter this sword.
Smash, beat, slice any day.
Rock beat scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's all my actions. I'm good.
Okay. Grimgar.
Alrighty. I too will assume that this spellcaster who melted our golden assaulter is in need of some assistance. So I'll go ahead and cast Sacred Flame at the sword in front of him.
Okay. One there. Needs to make a dexterity save. It fails, so it takes 12 points of damage. And that destroys, it melts that sword down.
Nice.
One good turn deserves another, buddy. I'll give him a thumbs up.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Vanrel, it's your turn. One
Okay.
sword remains. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one sword remains.
All right. And then I'll do another cantrip on it. I'll just hit it with Firebolt.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh
you
my God.
melt that sword down.
Nice.
Sweet.
Okay. All the swords are slain. As the last sword is broken, the scabbards that were floating there all clatter to the ground. And the scabbard from the second sword, piece of metal kind of bounces out of it as it hits against the ground. It
Nice.
looks like another shard of true death. And if I'm correct, that's your final shard.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We must have
Silas,
our way
just
through
in
all the
case of any
puzzles.
last second traps, could you send Mr. Meat Suit over to grab that shard?
Of course. This little hollow man goes over there.
Yeah. Your meat suit goes and picks up the last shard. No trouble.
All right. It might be worth maybe laying all these shards out and seeing if they can be assembled into a sword, say.
Yeah. If you put them out on the ground, it does. You've got all the pieces. It assembles into a sword, but I mean, they're still just individual broken pieces that you would need to find some way to reforge it or something like that.
Chuck, is the gold pile here in the center, is all of the gold melted, or is it just some of it from the...
I'm glad you asked, because if you start collecting the gold...
Bjorn is going to take off his chainmail thong and roll it in the gold just to get some.
Bjorn, we just met this gentleman. Do you really have? All right.
No,
he's going to show off his bling.
Is that what you call it in the wilds?
So you might have noticed a number that I just put there in the chat. That's how much money you get.
If we could carry it all.
Yeah, good luck on that.
Well, I've got that quiver, so I was going to just grab as much of that as I can.
I have a bag of holding. I forgot about that.
You as well.
And there's a creature in there that's probably dead by now because there's no air, and I'll just shower him with gold.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm going to fill the quiver.
Okay.
Fill a quiver, 2 bags of holding.
Yeah, so you get 49,334 gold and 666 platinum.
That sounds excessive and awesome.
And a gold encrusted chain thong.
And a gold encrusted chain thong.
This baby will bind demons, I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right.
Good God.
So what's next? In this room,
What is this in the...
Yeah, there's that table there, and that's the one that has the... Let me make sure I tell you the right thing. It's got the...
Does anyone have healing?
Jake.
Yes. Let me check.
Oh,
my spell
Chuck,
book.
is he... Never mind. Go ahead.
We're about
Yeah,
30
that
points
table
short.
holds, looks like 20 clay little statuettes. Each one of them is different. There's a hellhound, devil, unicorn, dragon, lion, shark, giant, cobra, troll, tree ant, just this assortment.
Is anybody else hurt by any chance?
Bjorn is.
You know what?
I'm 136 out of 170.
I will go ahead and I'll cast Mass Cure Wounds just for the heck of it. So everybody will get 17 hit points.
Oh,
in
I
that
actually have
diameter there.
actually get some temporary hit points.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah. That is a big thing that someone put on the...
Yeah, that's the area of effect of my Mass Cure
so yeah,
Wounds.
everyone in the room.
Everybody in there gets 17.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right.
But yeah, so yeah, 10 jars, different creatures, these little clay statuettes, look like kind of like urns.
I suggest we throw them all in the pit. Nothing good usually comes out of tiny demonic statues.
Well, we could always just cast Sacred Flame at them.
Yeah, but that could just break the jar.
I've never been able to eat a unicorn. I wonder if I'd be satisfied eating a unicorn statue.
Suppose you could try. I mean,
You know what? I'm interested in a magic show. Let's see where this goes.
absolutely. Yeah.
So what's happening?
I'm being stupid. I was joking about eating the unicorn statue.
Team,
I called his bluff and he blinked.
so you find these tiny statuettes in this room full of cursed gold and magic. So I eat the statues.
I eat the statues.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I'll like take
You
it
know
off
what?
I'll take it off the table. I'm gonna chop it into a bite-sized piece with my glaive, and I try eating a piece of the unicorn statue because that's brilliant.
Break it. It's empty inside. You get a chunk of this clay and you start kind of gnawing on it. It takes a while, but eventually it starts to soften. Congratulations.
Impressive.
Hollow inside. Isn't that just like all
what?
Easter unicorns? You think they're tasty, but they're hollow inside.
Just because I'm impressed. I am going to go ahead and use prestidigitation to flavor that piece of unicorn statue in some way that I imagine a mythical meat would taste like.
Okay.
It looks like Silas is just having this orgasmic experience, thinking he's tasting unicorn. It's the best day of his life.
And that's what in the chat there, what all the statues are, except for the unicorn. It's now smashed and being consumed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tremendous.
Do anything else with these? Yeah.
I think because it doubled that I was a wizard twice because I got imported twice. That's why my cantrip did so much damage.
Okay. Well, now that we have that fixed, we'll know for next time.
Screw it. Just in case we need them later, I'll just put them in the bag.
Yeah,
just take them.
Okay. You've got 9
Oh,
clay
I've got a
statues
great-
in a
do we-
bag.
Is there any kind of like just empty bag or sack that we have?
I don't. Maybe. I know.
If we
Bert-
have like if we have an empty bag or sack to throw it in, not magical, just a sack or bag. Let's throw all the jars in the sack, and I will carry the sack.
I take the pants I took off of our friend's corpse and I wrapped them in the pants.
There you go. There you go.
God damn it! God, why? Why always? I'll snap and prestidigitate some hot pants on him, just like Daisy Dukes. It's like something. Come on. But I look almost visibly disappointed because as soon as I snap them onto him, I notice that like I'm not getting full cheek coverage.
Yes.
Like even
There's a little bit of
prestidigitation
jiggle coming out.
Yeah, even prestidigitation has its limits.
That's wonderful. Okay. Moving
And
back out.
I will
to the
sling a
hall.
bag of monstrous statues over my shoulder.
Cool. Moving back out to
Whistling
the
at
hall.
Griffith.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
see where our adventure into Death's domain takes us.
Sure. So yeah, you can all make it back out to that intersection. You all took the first right, which was that trapped hallway that took you to the gold room. You can see it continues kind of from your original, so we'll call it, but south on the map. It continues on down to another door, or it goes east.
To our left, in other words.
Yes.
Our initial left.
Your initial left, yes.
I think maybe we should go to that initial left because my intelligence is -1. That's my reasoning.
Okay. So you want to go down the original left?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'll leave it to Team Meat to provide a counter argument as to whether we should go down there. All right, let's go down there.
Yeah, we go the first left and then we go the next left. So left is right. I can't argue with that.
Okay. Yeah, there's this steel door. Who's doing the honors?
Well, Bjorn, since you're temporarily immune to death, see if you can rip that from its
That
hinges.
seems like a good idea. Sure. I will try and boot it down.
Okay. Yeah, you
This
give
will
a,
be the room that has the dragon in it, won't it? And it's just going to be an open door and then flames coming through and charring it.
not quite.
Like he'll have no hair left, and he'll turn around and go, "Guys, I think there's a dragon in here."
Yeah. Just you can't even see him through the flames. They're so dense. And then all of a sudden it cuts out. He turns around and goes, "My pants are gone again."
Yeah.
So beyond the door is a 30 by 40 foot room. Contains all the accoutrement. Why did they put such a weird word in there? Okay. For forging.
All the stuff.
A bunch of stuff for forging weapons and armor. Across from the door is a small anvil that's set into the floor. On one side is a rack of masterfully crafted hammers, tongs, punches, files. To the other side of the anvil, which is this box that's on the far side. To the other side of the anvil, there's 3 small quenching tubes and a human-sized casting molds shaped for bladed weapons. Those aren't on the map, but you'll be all right. Along the west wall is a table upon which lies various dishing forms, swage blocks, saws, vices, and the entire length of the eastern wall is comprised of empty weapon racks, armor dummies. In the corner to your left is a pile of pig iron blocks and a gnomish-style wheelbarrow. And in front of the anvil, a pole runs from the ceiling to the floor, and from that pole hangs manacles of varying sizes at different heights. Behind the anvil, and this is that box I was talking about, where a forge should be, is an immense square iron box with a grate in the front. It connects the floor and the ceiling. It's about 15 feet wide. The fire from this unusual forge illuminates the room in this unearthly flickering crimson glow. In that glow, you can see that both the forge and anvil are carved with runes of questionable purpose. So all sorts of different forging materials, master tools, this anvil, this rod with manacles hanging down from the ceiling, very thin quenching tubes, and a bizarre looking forge against the back wall.
Sounds like this is where we need to put those pieces together.
Anybody know how to use a forge?
This is where I go back
Okay.
and see what I chose my tool proficiency. Probably not
Bert
that.
knows how to use a hammer real good.
Yeah.
Would that be in our features by any chance?
No, I took cooking proficiency. Of course I did. I have cooking tools.
Well, at least you don't have some sort of specialty in farm lore.
Yeah. If only.
Maybe you'd know how to repair like a hoe or something and apply that to a sword.
I tell you,
That would be
farm lore,
awesome.
farriers are machine guns when it comes to smithing.
It's true. Mm.
So yeah, you're all just standing looking inside this blacksmith shop.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we've all got our thumbs up our butts on this. So
I mean, we'll just take one step at a time. We can find the place where we're pretty sure we need to lay the pieces out. And then
I'm sure we can think our way through this one.
Huh?
And then I'll look at Van Rel like
You know, I'm not sure we want to rely on the guy who got left by his party.
well, maybe he was left by his party because he was too cunning for them.
That's when I
I was not
immediately
left
pull my
behind
dagger and I
because
go,
I
"Are you
wasn't
too
a good
cunning for
smith."
us?"
That's true. Van Rel was not left behind because he was a bad smith.
Right. I was left behind because they were cowards, and
I'm
I
going in.
was stuck.
Okay. The night goes in. It's very warm in this room, very hot.
Ooh, I feel comfy.
okay. I have an incredibly smart idea.
What do you got?
I see those shackles. They seem ominous. There's strange energy here. I let my meat suit place itself into the shackles to see what happens.
Your meat suit goes over to the shackles. Your meat suit's now kind of hanging from this, but nothing happens other than it's now shackled up.
Disappointing.
I want to ritual cast detect magic in this room and see if anything pins off.
Absolutely. So you spend a handful of minutes setting down, doing your casting.
With this group, I feel like that's a lot of pings.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you pick up a couple of things. The most magical, the largest magical kind of things you're detecting are the anvil and the forge. Let's take a look. Let's go up, make sure I say the right words. Let's see. The runes on the forge are some kind of binding magic. The runes on the anvil are for like controlling emotion. A little more focus, and you can kind of pick up that the forge's magical runes specifically are giving off the spell auras of like a greater planar binding spell, along with like a force cage, as well as some kind of magic that inflicts pain.
So looks like if we tried to use that, it would hurt us.
Maybe.
Meat suit baby.
Meat suit baby.
I just let that one go limp into a puff of dried lizard skin and, create a new one, send it forth to boop the forge and see what happens.
I'm a boop you.
So you touch the forge, super hot. Your meat suit is going to take some fire damage.
It's got 1 hit point.
It takes 3 hit points worth of damage.
It is turned into lizard rinds.
It smells horrible.
Or delicious, depending on, whether you like lizard rinds.
You hear Bjorn's stomach rumble a little.
So as the forge is touched, you all can see some weird stuff starts happening with the anvil. As a ghost rises up out of the anvil, some kind of gnomish creature, ghostly, hammer in hand, with this weird gaping wound across its chest. There it is.
Genie, I want 3 wishes.
It looks around and it sees the burning husk of meat suit. Who touches my forge?
And I'll point
Technically,
to
no one.
lizard rinds and say that thing did, but I think you pretty much took care of that.
Leave now, or suffer the consequences.
But we got stuff to build.
Yeah, and we're also pretty good at dealing with consequences and kind of dishing them out, so no.
Perhaps you would like to take
Judging
place.
by your what you're wielding and where you're at, I can infer that you're probably one that knows a bit more about smithing than we do.
I am. What is it you want to build?
Well, we've
Blade
got
of
these.
True Death, like that would be cool.
Pull out the shards and go, this doodad.
Yeah.
Yes, I am familiar with that weapon. I will tell you what, I can reforge the sword for you. But I will need one of your bodies to do it.
Oh, hold on, we got a guy.
No. Give him a meat suit.
I was thinking I'll go back for Levi's body.
Does it have to be living?
It does.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, well, I can't do that then. Sorry.
Does it have to be fire resistant?
It does not.
Fantastic. And I sit down in the corner.
You know what? I'll go ahead and I'll cast Death's Ward on the knight while I'm
God dang.
just in case you die, you won't die.
Only I can reforge that sword. Only I know of its foul magics. Give me a body.
Wait. Hold on. Let's go back to the foul magics part. What's so wrong about this blade? And obviously, it's been broken at least more than once before. You want to give us the history and lowdown on that?
A sword strong enough to kill a lich is not made of rainbows and sunshine.
But you would think that would be what a lich wouldn't like.
You would think.
I bet if you hit a.
Has
with a
anyone
sword of
tried
rainbows, that
making
would
a
mess it up.
sword like that?
I don't know. I have not. I have been a prisoner here for all of my life and now unlife. I have forged many foul weapons here, and I have the skill to fix that sword.
Well, maybe if you had forged one good sword, you wouldn't be trapped here.
I have forged many great swords. In fact, you there carry one of my swords, and he points to the knight.
Talking about Lucy? Ah, Lucy's great.
See, I make great swords. It was not named Lucy originally, but you do you.
But, you know,
was it?
isn't Lucy
Stuck here.
bloodthirsty? I don't think Lucy's a good sword.
I'll say shut up, you, and then I'll ask the Forge Master, what was Lucy's maiden name?
Bell? Let me see.
So, are you? Is the only magic on that anvil stuff binding your spirit to it?
Yes, that is what binds me here.
So
Okay.
why was the sword broken the first time?
The sword was broken because it required the energy to bind and trap the Devil Lich here.
So, if that spell were to go away, what would happen to you?
I would cease to exist.
Do you want that?
No. This is my place now. I must atone for my sins. And the original
Okay.
name of Lucy was Shadow Star.
Oh, that's way cooler than Lucy. I imagine the sword is like a little bit frustrated with me just now finally figuring this out.
You could have just asked me what my name was.
Don't be an asshole, Shadow Star. Oh, that's so cool.
Telling someone named Shadow Star, don't be an asshole.
Sounds like a Decepticon.
That's great, yeah.
All
Is it
right.
voiced by Orson Welles?
So-
Why do you need a body, and what will happen to the body used?
I will possess the body so I can wield it to reforge the sword. I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm a ghost and it's hard to hold a real hammer as a ghost.
Okay. Well, if you try anything funny, I'll just dispel you. So,
Okay, whose body?
Well, maybe we could go with the meat suit idea. And if that fails, either the knight or Bjorn, because they'll probably just live through whatever happens anyway.
I mean, yeah, if the meat suit can swing, a glaive, I assume it can swing a hammer.
Yes, but it cannot swing a soul.
I've
So what
never tried
happens
that.
to the person whose body you take over? Are they just along for the ride, or they get to take a little nap? What happens?
Essentially, you'll be taking a nap in there.
Okay, here. Yeah, I volunteer. I could use a nap.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, I think while you're making that sword, we'll all just take a short rest. It'll be nice.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take him like an hour to do it. He takes over Bjorn's body and gets to work hammering away on the sword, heating it up in the forge. When he opens the forge, this intense blasting heat just comes out. And you can actually hear some kind of like primal screaming inside the forge. But he spends
I just roll over and keep snoring in between, saying, "Oh, it feels like home."
After the hour pass, he works on it. The sword, and he's holding it in his hands. It is almost done. It needs one final heat. then it is ready to go. As he walks over to the forge, opens the door, pulls a lever, and a giant fire elemental bursts out of the forge into the room. As combat begins, with Bjorn, you're the bad guy now.
Uh-oh.
Brr. All right.
Let's find. Okay, cool. Okay. Everyone roll initiative. That
You want me to
includes-
play out the character, or are you going to take over?
You got it.
Oh boy, this should be great.
Thank God.
Well, the good news is Ghost can't. They can make you do. Well, this is maybe not a standard Ghost. I don't know if a Ghost can make him rage, which may be a big
Yeah.
benefit.
I mean, ghosts technically exist because of their rage.
And I forgot to program this sword in. Let me get the base stats in there real quick. This is a long sword. And it is a +5 long sword.
Ooh.
Let's see. Does anyone
Mine
off-
still has a cooler name.
Yeah. Let's take a look for a longsword.
Can I call out as a free action? Whoever's going first, just focus on the fire elemental.
Sure, that's fine. All right. Longsword is 1d8, and it's versatile. Let's see. Oh, I didn't do it.
So then Bjorn should be like right next to that, right?
Right next to the
The other side of the
forge,
anvil.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll get that later. All right. Where you at, Bjorn? Okay. We're now in initiative. The knight, you begin.
Fantastic. I will run up and I will attack with my dagger.
Sure.
And I will have where is my there it is. 24 hit.
Bjorn does 24. The fire
yeah.
elemental. Yes, that does hit.
Okay, that was my advantage. Didn't make any difference. Hits, so 20 damage.
Sure.
And then I will go ahead and attack again. 30 hits, I assume,
30 does hit.
for 28 damage.
All
And
right.
then let's see here. Hold on.
Gosh, I can't spell. You said that's 28 damage on that second one?
28 on that one, yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Oops, sorry. He's supposed to move with me. Yes, I will go ahead and use, as a war priest, I will go ahead and use my bonus action attack as well, which means I can take another attack action, or I can make a weapon attack as an action, as a bonus action. So
Okay.
let's take that Rakidos knife. 22 hit.
Yeah.
17 damage. Oh, and my sneak attack. Good Lord. 14 more.
Okay. Bjorn, I've got that sword programmed in.
Okay.
All right. Joe, you're up.
I dispel magic on the anvil.
Okay. Go ahead. What level do you cast that at?
Just second, but it lets me roll. I don't think the level that I cast it at.
Does that not affect?
It kind of does, but I get a roll no matter what. It's just the level is the auto clear.
Okay.
So I'm casting it at third level. So if it has any magic on it that's third or below, then
Okay. So go ahead and roll it then.
that's auto cleared. And then so I have to be a 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
And then I get to roll a d20 plus. What is this? I get to add our proficiency, which is 5, and my intelligence, and wow,
that
I rolled bad.
is not enough to dispel it.
Damn.
Okay. Anything else?
We got any rerolls or anything?
I don't know. I don't think we do.
Darn. I don't think I have anything that lets me cast again on my turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope. That's my turn.
Grimgar. I'm very excited to see what you can do with this bird.
Well, first, as a free action, I'll say, if we have to kill him, try to make sure the body's intact.
Only you haven't cast death or...
Yeah, that's the problem. God. I'm just not really. I'm going to try something strange
Okay, go for
with
it.
this fire elemental, and I'll let you decide if it has any sort of effect. I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy, and one of the effects is you cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute.
Okay.
I want to cause the fire elemental to dim for 1 minute.
Okay. It does dim just a little bit.
And I think that'll be it.
If we all do that,
Yeah.
Okay. Silas.
then it will only mostly kill us.
Let's see. For some reason,
Is the door giving you a hard time?
yeah, I'll just move Silas into the room just so I can see better.
Okay.
I'll bravely move meat suit up here, and I will trust the the wizard that's smarter than me that advised to focus on the elemental first.
Sure.
So that's what I'll do.
17's a hit. 27 damage.
Okay.
15 is a hit. 23
Cool.
damage. 19's a hit. Another 20 damage.
Okay. Let me see. I'm considering whether or not I should go Nova on this. I'll maybe hold off from going Nova just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Time for the fire elemental. The knight, you're right there. So it is going to put 3 touch attacks on you. First one does a 14 hit.
No.
Okay.
13.
No.
As it attacks him, I'll.
You going to do a reaction on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should also point out that any attacks against me have to be made at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
So the first two would not hit no matter what. So
okay. Then
the second one or the third one you may want to re-roll just to see.
Yeah. I rolled a 10. So I got 24 damage. This thing's getting its butt kicked.
There's a 9 that will put it below my AC on the re-roll.
So yeah, that would drop it to 18. So 18 misses.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Bjorn.
Okay, some questions first.
Yes.
Can I rage?
Sure.
Okay. What are my stakes here? Am I trying to kill everybody?
Yes.
Okay. And third, is the sword intelligent? In other words, can it use its powers on its own, or do I have to take my actions to use its powers?
The one action that you see listed in the description, you would have to activate. The other things that it can do, it would activate on its own, but those aren't necessarily combat items.
Okay. So the minor globe of invulnerability, I would have to use my action.
Yes.
Okay. And I take it he wants to use the sword and not my hammer.
Yes.
Okay. So 2 things. First action, globe of invulnerability on the fire elemental.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Second thing, I hurl my hammer at Silas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The hammer toss.
Yep.
Yeah, no one can touch the elemental anymore. And go ahead and make that thrown attack for your hammer.
All right. Since it uses a different stat, my dex, I'm gonna have to do a macro for it. So give me just 1 second.
Yeah.
27.
That's a critical.
Drink 1 second.
Sorry. Oh, and I rage. This is for that as well.
Okay.
So okay. So I'm just gonna click it to get the damage on it. Okay.
Sure.
So ignore the to hit, but 14 points of damage plus, and he can save for half.
That's actually critical, so that's 28.
28.
Okay.
And then you'll need to
And
make,
another 10 points of lightning damage.
and I think you have
I
to make a
have-
con save.
Yep.
To have
And then
that.
and then to also make the dex save to keep from being knocked to the ground. I guess
I'm
gonna put
checking
that
an
on him as
ability
well.
I have real quick. I apologize. Because I do.
Of everyone that you could have let that ghost possess.
Is counterspells? Can I counterspell the ability that he did on his sword? Like, is it cast as a spell effect?
It did cast as a spell effect. Do you have a reaction left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't used a reaction.
If you want to roll that,
Okay.
this is a 6th level spell.
All right. DC 10 plus. Okay. So I'm casting it at 3rd.
No.
God. Nope, goes off.
Okay.
Okay. So tell him the bad news, Chuck.
What happens?
How much damage he took, and he needs to make those 2 checks.
Oh yeah. So yeah, 28 damage. You need to make a con save to have that 5.
The 10 points.
To
otherwise,
have that 10. So what are you looking up, Jeremy?
What I'm going to do is I can only do it once a day, but I'm going to use my Shadow Martyr ability. So because I have an active meat suit available and I'm within 30 feet of it, my meat suit bravely throws itself in front of the hammer.
Oh, wow.
And takes the hit instead of me.
Takes the hit.
Okay.
Is that a spell by any chance?
It's not a spell. Well, let me look up. It's not because it's a fighter thing. It's not. But to be fair, I'll look up to see if he has any tags for that.
I wouldn't imagine. I wouldn't count it as a spell.
No, it just says you can make your echo throw itself in front of attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry there, Bjorn.
No, that's okay. But he still has to roll those other 2 because it's not the hammer that's doing the other 2 effects.
Okay. Yeah. So give me a dex save. Or I'm sorry, a con save.
And it's a magical effect, right?
What, the lightning and all of that? Yeah, that's magical.
Let me see if it's being weird on me. I apologize. I'm clicking it, but nothing's happening.
You get such an insane bonus to dispel and counterspell.
Let's see.
I don't know why it won't. I've clicked
it's not even rolling it. Just go ahead and just type it in manually. D20 plus 11 for your con save.
Okay.
That's weird, man. Silas needs to make those saves.
Right.
Because he's the target.
Right.
No, the hammer,
Yeah.
Well, for some reason on my sheet it won't roll.
Yeah.
So I'll roll it
left me.
twice because I've got advantage on magical stuff just in case.
Do you remember what your DC for that was, Bert?
17.
Okay. All right. So you make the con. So you only take 5 points of lightning damage. Now you need to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Let me write down the 5 real quick.
Okay.
All right. And then a dexterity should be not nearly as good. D20.
That's plus 4, right?
And plus 4, yeah. So once, not good. No. Is this knockdown? Is this a magical thing?
It's
well, no, it's lightning and thunder, but I mean it's a magical effect, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll give it a try. Sorry, normally it just rolls real easy off the sheet.
Okay. All right. So you only take 5 damage and you're not knocked prone. Bringing us back up to the knights.
Oh, let's see here. What can I do?
God, this is rough.
Oh man.
I mean, it is for some of you guys.
And the meat suit is definitely dead.
Oh, so dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're having so many lizard rinds. It's great. Tasty. Hot and spicy.
I'm torn because I really want to kill something. But but the thing I want to kill is like literally a member of our party.
What does the invulnerability do? Like,
oh, come on. Why would that stop you? Given your character and how you've played him, why would that stop you?
It wouldn't. But I got to at least keep up the appearance that I'm not here to kill everybody.
Well, the way it works is it drops someone, if they would drop to 0 as a result of damage, and the damage instead drops them to 1 hit point.
That's Bert's death ward.
Well,
Joe, the invulnerability. I just put the text in the chat.
Oh, okay.
And then I've got my own ability that does a similar thing. So once I go down from that 1 point again, I'm back up again. So I could do it twice.
Wow.
Oh my god!
So the best thing to do is get them low and cast sleep.
Yeah.
So that only prevents spells, though. We can still hit it.
Does it?
No, he didn't cast. He didn't get it on it. Didn't your dispel work, or did it not work?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I had to roll higher than a 4, and I didn't.
Yeah.
So I can attack the fire elemental with
so we could have attacked the fire
is just I can't hit it with spells.
Misunderstood that. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it's really good at preventing spells against it.
How high is the ceiling here, Chuck? My standard question.
Of course.
Later
Later,
goes
And the night yeets away.
like 20 feet.
Away into the night. All right. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna move down here just a little bit, offset onto the other side of the fire elemental from Bjorn for the
Okay.
time being, at least. And I'll go ahead and repeat my attacks on the fire elemental since I'm
Sure.
just hand to hand with it. Let's go. Right knife. That is 28 to hit, 28 damage.
That's a definite hit, and that's definite damage. Okay.
And second attack, 22 to hit, 28 damage again.
All right.
And as a bonus action, I will take, let's see here. How tall is this thing, the fire elemental?
It's large size, so like 8 to 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I can really. Let me look at something real quick.
Yeah, I did what I could for the party by rolling a 5 for initiative. So take advantage.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Ooh, you know what I could do? I gotta see how far this is. Well, because I'm me, I'm going to take my bonus action and take the hide action,
Sure.
even though I'm standing literally right next to a fire elemental.
Okay.
Because that.
Okay.
24.
Joe.
Dispel magic again.
Sure thing.
You can do it. You're an
You can
abjuration.
cast Dispel Magic at a higher
Yes.
level.
Ooh.
That works
As
just
you
fine.
dispel the magic on the anvil, Bjorn, you can feel the ghostly presence inside you, like, no, as it dissipates and moves on to whatever
Hey,
afterlife.
As Bjorn
God.
drops a ghostly pile on the floor.
Bjorn just takes a big yawn and starts like, oh, that was a good nap. What the hell am I holding this for? Where's my hammer? Oh, I feel befouled. I was holding a sword.
Your hammer is like punched a hole through a lizard skin and is sitting halfway across the room.
All right. Good save, Joe. Anything else?
No, that's my action. Then I'm gonna move behind Silas.
It's a good plan. Grimgar.
Oh, is that fire elemental still up?
It is, and it still has the magical globe of invulnerability on it.
Okay. Now, was
Oh, I
the
forgot to
invulnerability
do my-
centered on the fire elemental?
It is centered.
It's around. It's like sheen over the.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
was wondering
on
if it
his
was
person.
centered on Bjorn or the elemental.
And it's
Elemental.
just spell effects. You can
Okay.
still punch him.
Well, then I'll get within its 10-foot spell radius. Now I'm gonna do this, and then I'll let you decide if the wording of the barrier thing plays out in this way. But I'm gonna cast create or destroy water to create water as rain just above the fire elemental
Wow.
to try to extinguish it.
Oh, so that way it's just rain coming down. You're not actually casting it
Yeah,
on
that's
it.
a good way to bypass
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll let you decide if that
Okay.
is the workaround there.
Yeah.
We are all now getting a fantastic steam facial.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it forced me to drop a 30-foot deal centered on the.
That's fine. I'm going to get rid of it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
using a higher slot, you can make that lots of gallons.
Oh my gosh.
I'll focus on the
Okay.
elemental for now.
All right, Silas.
Silas will also leave some droppings on the floor. Glad to have avoided a barbarian crit.
I will be right back.
And I'll just create a new meat suit, put it right back over.
You shed body mass in 2 ways.
Yeah, I basically just keep. Yeah.
For some reason, your meat suit shivers a little bit when it's next to Bjorn.
Yeah. Come on, you can do this. I'll make him attack the fire mental.
12 is a miss.
Yeah, we'll try again. And
Oh, 9's a miss.
so he's, he's nervous, man.
Yeah.
It's just somehow you have inflicted fear into the very core of my doppelgangers. Like, no.
Doesn't even
like
have a soul. He's still shook.
I'm telling it to attack the fire elemental, but it just keeps looking at Bjorn. Not even.
What?
All right. This thing is going to activate one of its abilities for its turn, which means that I need everyone surrounding it. So the Knight, Grimgar, the Imp, the Meat Suit, and Bjorn to give me a dexterity save.
Question.
Yes.
Is this fire damage?
Yes.
Then it matters not a bit for the Emperor,
Okay.
because we are fully immune right now.
Okay. Then Bjorn.
I am resistant, but here's your.
I'm literally going to pull out my pipe of smoke monsters and light it off this thing.
Nice.
Okay.
I want it roll.
What's that?
I'm trying to make the dex roll, but it's not.
Yeah,
Is
I had
yours
to
doing
manually
that?
type mine.
Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm just
not
gonna have
coming
to
out.
do
Yeah.
So I'll just roll a d20 plus my bonus. A 3.
Okay.
But I am resistant to fire, so I'll
Okay.
take half from it.
So thanks to the rain, this is a little reduced in effect.
And
Yeah.
You are a barbarian. You get advantage on reflex saves to things that you can see coming.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Okay, so let's try that again. There we go.
Okay. Jake already rolled yours and you got a natural 20. Okay, cool. So you
Swag.
all pass, which would be half damage. And then because of the rain, I'm having that again. So that's 6 damage.
Then I'll half that again.
Yeah.
So yep. Okay.
So yeah. So Meat Suit
Goodbye,
and
Mitsu.
Grimgar, you each take 6. Bjorn, you take 3.
More lizard musk fills the air.
Yeah. Bjorn.
The elemental is still up.
Yes.
Is my hammer fairly close? There's an anvil there. I kind of think that
That's about
meat suit got
yeah.
pinned to that anvil.
Yeah. So yeah, it's
I'll
right
pick
there.
up the hammer and I will attack the flame thing. Now I'm going to say that since the other guy activated my rage, I'm probably not raged right now, since I took back over.
Yeah.
So I will blow another rage. I've got 1 left today, so
Okay.
I will rage again, making me pick up a sturdy sword. Ah!
30's a hit.
Okay. And then
Doesn't
here's
drop it. Oh, that's right.
Okay, so make it save for the other 5 points, and then see if it's knocked prone.
Okay, it takes 2 damage from that.
Mhm.
And then the dexterity save for prone.
Oh wow!
It does make that. Okay. But
But here comes the other attack. Another 16 points of damage.
and that destroys it. As you strike through this fire elemental, the fire slowly just kind of dissipates. Destroyed. You now have the sword, True Death.
Mine still has a cooler name.
Okay.
I'm gonna poke my head back through.
So after the
Is
fire
it over?
elemental is disrupted, I look around and say, "So what happened?"
Nothing important. Everything's fine.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Just kicking my scat into the corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are going to be very confused if they ever
I
come in
warned
this
them.
room.
Why are there wet turds and dry skin everywhere?
Yeah, why are there lizard skins and turds everywhere?
Someone keep an iguana here?
That's it exactly. That's fantastic. Okay.
At least he finished making the sword for us.
That's true. Chuck, is there anything of value in the room that I can find if I take a look around?
There is Masterwork smithing tools.
Woo! Those are probably worth something.
Yeah, you
Somebody
can definitely
pick those
sell
up.
those for a good penny.
Fantastic. We will take those.
Yeah, that's the big thing here, was getting True Death and the Masterwork tools. Okay.
Just so I kind of toe the blade. So it was good with these swishy pokey things anyway.
I mean, honestly, you seem to be the best fit. You strike more true than any of us.
I look at my hammer, I give it a kiss and say, sorry, Lucille. It means nothing. I have nothing nothing's going on with me in this sword.
Okay.
Pick up the sword.
I would like to point out there, Bjorn, while wielding this sword, you do get a +10 to diplomacy and religion checks.
Well, she just compensate for my incredible lack of any of that skill.
I love that it's just turning into a thing of like huge bonuses to diplomacy for barbarians.
I feel like somebody would explain that to you, and your only reaction would be, "What's diplomacy?"
Is it like when I threaten to pound somebody?
Like when I hold my hammer in front of them and they do what I say? Yeah, kind
Or
of.
like when I haven't hit them yet.
In this case, it just kind of turns into a sermon about, how you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself, and if that doesn't work, you cut their head off or something like that.
Pretty much.
Use prayer, and if that doesn't work, use a hammer.
Okay. What's next?
Well,
there was the Southerly Pass, which from the intersection.
True.
Y'all gonna head down there? Cool. Yeah.
Bjorn will take one final look at the smithy and say, somehow I feel like I lost my calling somewhere. Walk out.
You could probably carry an anvil.
As we're walking out, I'll say, I think Levi was a smith.
Oh my gosh. How fitting. Oh man.
All right. So yeah, you can see ahead of you, heading south. Hallway continues and goes to another door.
All right, let's check it out then. Bjorn, since you're invincible, aside from possession.
Normally I roll better on that the first time.
That's just the way it goes sometimes.
We've all been having some problems with spell casting. That's why.
So is this another iron door?
Yeah.
Force.
All right. Do the same thing. Just kick it in, but not following through into the room. Just make it open.
Yeah. Doors open.
I can try my diplomacy now. Open!
And you just scream at it before you kick it.
Yeah.
That's not diplomacy, big guy.
All right. Looking in, this room is well lit from magical stones set into the walls at regular intervals. It's a triangular shaped room. Let me adjust the stream map real quick. Sending out yellowish lights throughout the laboratory. There's chairs, desks, shelves constructed of dark woods. Worked leather fills this triangular room. There's a slight wrinkle of stale air that mixes with the smell of ink and well-oiled wood. Books of all sizes and shape clutter the shelves, sporting metal clasp, gem-studded sleeves, gold leaf binding, leather casings, and assortment of other distinctions. Now, the dominant feature in this room is a large mahogany slate-filled board along the northern wall. You would see that when you move in. There's essentially like a big old chalkboard. And further along the north wall is a big desk. So yeah, desk, chalkboard, lots of bookshelves. Definitely some kind of like study. What all do you want to do? It's going to be
If
very
only we knew
fun.
somebody who could read.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could read. I just prefer very much not to.
So Bjorn and Grimgar, as you move into the room, it all goes silent. You don't hear anything.
Like we don't even hear our
Hello?
own motions, like a
Correct.
silent spell is
Yeah.
cast. Okay.
It's a library.
Well, I will turn around and explain this to everybody by roaring loudly, and they will see that it's making no noise.
Right. You all see Bjorn just and just nothing.
I will telepathically talk to Bjorn and just go, "We can't hear you, big guy."
More hand signals.
They're all obscene.
So, what's going on?
If I step back out, does the effect go away?
You step back into the hallway and you can hear.
Things not make noise in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can talk to everybody telepathically, so I guess I can help coordinate if we need to.
Is this where we do our puck hand signals to navigate around?
Yeah.
Do we want to give anything a poking from a distance? Or is
Maybe a
there a
good
message on
search.
the... Yeah, probably should just search around, like see
Okay.
if there's anything written on the chalkboard or anything.
Yeah. So chalkboard, there's nothing written on it. You can see this chalkboard is got these along the frames around this giant slate. There's like stone set into it, and there's one ruby that's glowing, just faintly red, and you can see on the tray at the kind of the bottom of the board there's some chalk.
So this ruby is inset in the board.
Yeah, the massive slate board, 6 feet wide, stands nearly 5 feet tall, on 4 sturdy wooden legs with brass rolling clasp. A sparkling sapphire is set into one of 6 notches. I'm sorry, I described that wrong. Crafted along the top of the board. A cloth eraser and several pieces of chalk lie on the rail below the wide writing surface. So yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't 6 stones. There's 1 sapphire and there's 6 notches along the top. And the sapphire is in one of those and it's glowing faintly.
All right. Yeah, let's let Meat Suit kind of explore the room and do some poking.
Okay, so I'll step back just a little bit from the door, and I'll kind of sit and kind of be in a trance, so he has more range.
Okay.
And if you want me to, I'll just have him kind of like do almost like you're mowing the lawn. You just kind of go back and forth until you've covered.
Okay. So yeah, you see the chalkboard, the large desk, large luxurious chair with silver lining, gold filigree. There's numerous scrolls and documents cluttering the surface, writing utensils still set neatly in their place. There's 2 ornate silver stands. Each hold a massive book at either end of the desk. On the left side, there's a large book with cracked black leather cover that lies open. And on the right side is a closed, blood red bound volume with gold symbols on the cover. Then yeah, see a bunch of bookshelves, assorted books. Also kind of hiding tucked into the corner is a very large metal box.
Oh.
I'm
Well,
not
I'll
being
start by
meta at
saying,
all when I say this, but I'll say to Silas, hey, if your meat suit finds any particularly fancy books, maybe give those to our new wizard friend. Maybe he'll be able to make some sense of them.
that makes sense to me.
Yeah, and the box sits there under one of the desks. 2x2x2, so 2 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot metal box with gold hinges and bindings. And it's got 3 locks on the front of it.
Just to see what happens, because I'm assuming it's trapped. I'll just let it grab the thing, assuming it's trapped, just to see what happens if you were to try and pick that thing up.
You can pick the box up, nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Well, then, because books are stupid, I'll prioritize the box. We can go back to
Sure.
books later.
Let's see, is there anything else that you would pick up? There's the desk. Yeah, and along the one wall is a bookshelf that looks a little bit different from the rest. Its top shelf is empty, and the lower books on the lower shelves are all practically unidentifiable due to the age and mildew. And on a small table beside the bookshelves are 8 books that look worn out but in much better condition. And that's this bookshelf over here, and this is the table that the books are on. But yeah, you can pick up that box. It doesn't do anything.
Okay. I suppose we'll bring the box back to the night.
Okay.
There's a bunch of books in there you might like too. But
So yeah, Eddie, you're presented this 2x2x2 box with 3 locks on the front of it.
Cool.
you know,
I will very carefully try to pick the
Courageous
first lock.
step back
Sure.
from you a little bit.
Give me that test.
Sleight of hand, right?
It should be Thieves' Tools, if I'm correct.
Oh, can I actually roll on the tools?
Yeah, you should be able to under equipment. Is it equipment or is it under
Thieves' tools. There we go. 14.
As you start, you realize that you don't get it correctly, as a sharp needle pokes about 6 inches out of the lock and jabs you in the finger. You take 1 point of damage, and you definitely get the feeling that if it wasn't for Feast of Heroes, that would have been significantly worse.
Man,
Gotcha.
that spell is the MVP of this dungeon.
It
crawl.
is. So
No
much is
kidding.
poison based in this dungeon.
Since
Meat
that
Suit and Feast of Heroes have been lifesavers.
Yeah.
does that lock or does that needle go back in or does it,
It
stay out?
retracts.
It retracts. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I try it again?
Sure.
17.
You get poked again.
All right. Ow.
I want to expend a charge on my Wand of Secrets while I'm in the middle of the room, and it reveals all secret doors within 30 feet of me.
Ooh.
Okay. That bookshelf
pretty
with
awesome.
the empty top, that is hiding a secret door.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Oh,
I will
yeah.
try the lock again. 25.
You get the first lock.
Fantastic. No more pokes with that one. All right. Moving on to the second lock. 21.
You get the second lock.
Great.
Okay.
Let's try the third lock.
You get the
23.
third lock. All 3 locks.
All right.
The lid pops open. Inside are 47 gemstones of different types. And it looks like inside of each gemstone is like the silhouette of like a different kind of creature. Also
Ooh, like
inside
those jars.
Also inside, you find another box.
Ooh, is that locked?
It is not locked.
If one of those is
what does-
unicorn jib, I call dibs. I want to eat it.
Is there a unicorn
Yes,
shaped?
there is.
I chuck the gem over to him, and at the same time, when I throw it over to Silas, I go, "That one's pistachio flavored, big guy," because I use prestidigitation.
Wonderful. But yeah, do you open the box within the box?
Yes, I will open the box within the box. Put your
Inside,
gems in a box.
you find a old piece of vellum. When you look at it, it seems to be a potion recipe for a potion of divine strength. You also find 4 unmarked potions.
4 unmarked potions. We should identify these, but I have some mystery cocktails here, guys.
They're all identical.
All identical.
Guess we'll give those to our wizard friend.
Yeah.
I cast Identify.
Sure, you cast Identify. Do you need a roll for that, or do you just know?
I'm pretty sure you just know.
Cool.
Let me double check. What level spell is that? Oh, it's first level spell. You choose one object you must be able to touch. If it is magic or some other kind, you learn its properties and how to use them.
Okay.
Whether it requires attunement, how many charges,
Okay.
yada, yada, yada.
These are 4 potions of Lich transformation.
Interesting. So these are potions what make you into a lich.
That's what it looks like, yeah. That's what your boy Vanrel's saying.
So you're saying we should just smash them now?
Yeah, it seems dangerous. I'm not sure we want that.
I don't know if they do anything else, though. I don't know if it maybe hurts a lich when they're already one.
No, you're getting the feeling
Like an
you drink
overdose?
one of these, you would become a Lich.
Oh man, I just had the worst idea.
I don't think I would relay that.
Okay,
Become
that's fair.
liches and then go fight this thing? Is that what you're
No,
thinking?
I wanted to make one of the meat suits drink it.
Oh, wow.
A lich meat suit?
Yeah,
I'm not sure what that would accomplish, though.
I don't know either.
You should do it. for
Carry its
fun.
phylactery on somebody on Bjorn who's invincible.
Drinks it. He's just like, it tastes like licorice. I hate licorice.
So, we have these 4 potions, a quiet room. We know where the secret door is hidden, a giant chalkboard, 2 funky looking books on a desk, and we're at time.
Whew.
You're muted, Eddie.
Sorry, one quick question. Those gems that were in the box,
Yeah.
do they have corresponding silhouettes to all of the statues that we threw in the bag?
There's some for those, but there's even more.
Okay.
You even find one that seems to have what looks like the visage of the Devil Lich inside.
Well, that's interesting. Feel like Silas should swallow that one too, maybe.
Deviled egg?
I have an idea of what they are, but I imagine Grimgar with his -1 intelligence might not.
So, that's time. We'll be back for the next session of this in 2 weeks. Joe was subbing in tonight, but if you want, Joe, you can come back and hang out for the rest of the dungeon.
Okay, I might.
Yeah. And that's what we got. Let's do some closing plugs. Bert, I'll let you go first.
Sure. This Sunday, tomorrow, we're doing 2nd edition Gamma World at twitch.tv/Steam Steel and Murder. Tuesdays, we do 1st edition Dungeons and Dragons going through Temple of Elemental Evil. Fridays is BX Dungeons and Dragons going through Castle Amber. And Halloween night, doing I Hunt, which should be a fun time.
Very cool. Jeremy, you got anything? I think Black Blizzard is wrapped.
Yep, that's all wrapped. I'm just hanging out with you guys and having a good time.
Very cool.
I got in on the order.
Good job. Yeah, we're Defenders of Cobalt. You can catch us over on twitch.tv/Defenders of Cobalt. Every Wednesday, we have the Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. That's at 9 p.m. Central. In this last session, just so you know what you're getting into, the party found out that they're actually on a giant spaceship flying through the Star Wars universe. So get your Pathfinder, get your Metamorphosis Alpha, and get some Star Wars fixed Wednesday nights. Every Friday, we've got basic fantasy role-playing game at 10 p.m. Central. Every other Thursday, we've got Watercolors and Warriors, our 5th Ed Ghibli-inspired campaign. And then Saturdays, we're either here or we're at 1 p.m. on Defenders for some Forbidden Lands. So all sorts of stuff.
And also, we have a special sponsor for the Halloween season. The Halloween is almost upon us, and it's time to get festive. Yet many's the time some uptight booger ruins our treats with awful tricks. Well, give a big trick back to those Halloween meanies with Freaky Fran's Ghost Bait. Sister Francesca Cortesa is an occult mistress of forces chaotic and profane, and she's lending her experience to you with an easy-to-ignite sack of terrors guaranteed to make the spookiest of specters haunt your neighborhood Scrooge. That's Freaky Fran's Ghost Bait. Give your enemies the biggest trick of their lives, and also their last.
Absolutely fantastic. All right. That's what we got. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Yeah, I don't know. We'll catch you later. So have fun. Bye.